Every year I have the really uncomfortable task of contacting donors of the scholarship program and letting them know that their student, their child that they've been supporting for the last year is no longer in our school. And it's always uncomfortable. I always feel bad. There's always a little bit of unknown, like what happened to that kid. Usually we know the basics of what happened to the child, if there was a family fight, or if the family moved to southern Mexico, or if the family jumped to the States. But it's always really hard to explain to you that, wow, your child has left, your child is no longer in the program, and I'm so sorry, and that's just how it gets left off. This year, I have a list in front of me. Let's see if I can flip this around here. 12 kids that are no longer in our school for various reasons. A couple graduated from DDK. That's a good thing. One or two kids have fairly extreme learning disabilities, and so there's just no level for them. There's no place for them to continue at the school. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 or so did move to southern Mexico, and then 4, 5, and then 3. The parents are it's just a complete disaster, and we gave them chance after chance after chance, and it's just not working out with that family. It's so unfortunate for the girls, but so there's a variety of reasons, and it's always hard, and it's part of the scholarship program. When we're helping the neediest, the neediest children are often come from the most unstable families, and not all. We have some wonderful families that are just come from very humble economic situations, and they need a helping hand. But I would say the majority in the scholarship program come from families that are difficult, very unstable job situations. Some of the families don't have a dad. A lot of stepbrothers, stepsisters, all that kind of stuff going on. And then if you throw in drug use, things get real dicey. But those are the types of kids that need help. It's not the kid's fault that they're in a family where the parents are using drugs. But those types of kids are often left without going to school unless they can get some sort of help. So going into the scholarship program, we already know that some of these situations are just not going to work out. But the scholarship program does not exist to help perfect families, which there is none. But it exists to help the kids with the most need, which is why I reach out to you for help, knowing that sometimes it won't work out. And unfortunately this year, 12 students from last year won't be returning. I'd like to put in a clip right now of a little boy, 7-year-old boy, who comes from a really needy situation and needs a helping hand. I am here with a good friend, Uriel, and I've got some questions for him. He speaks Spanish, so I'm going to ask him in Spanish, and then I'm going to be translating. Oye, Uriel, adquiriste un niño, o sea, tienes un hijo. Uriel has a child, but he's single, he's not married. Cuéntanos un poco cómo pasó esto. Tell us how this happened.
Okay. Este niño fue traído a la iglesia por medio del evangelismo.
This boy was brought to church through their evangelistic outreach.
hermanos van a las calles a evangelizar.
Brothers and sisters go out in the streets to evangelize.
Y llegaron a su casa. Bueno, es un basurero.
And they got to this boy's house, which it's a dump, basically.
El niño es el único que ha venido a la iglesia. Sus papás no, porque son drogadictos.
The boy is the only one who has come to church from his family. His parents have not come because they're drug addicts.
El niño asiste fielmente jueves y domingos, siempre y cuando iban por él.
The boy faithfully came to church Saturdays and Sundays when the brothers from the church went and picked him up.
Fue hace como un mes que tuvimos una escuelita bíblica de verano en nuestra iglesia.
And a month ago they had a vacation Bible school here at church.
Me empecé a interesar más sobre su caso, o sea, sobre sus necesidades de él.
And then he became more interested. Who is this kid? What needs does this kid have?
Ese día yo me quedé con ese pendiente y esa carga en mi corazón. El siguiente lunes fui por él a su casa para llevarlo a desayunar.
So that Monday, the following Monday, he went to the boy's house and took him to eat breakfast.
Y pues miré su casa, miré a su mamá.
Saw where he lived, or his home. Saw his mom.
Comencé a platicar un poco con él mientras desayunábamos pizza y me empezó a contar muchas cosas.
¿Desayunaron pizza?
Sí.
So breakfast was pizza, and started talking to the kid's mother.
Y empezó a contarme cosas que para él pudieran ser normales, pero son cosas tristes para uno.
The mother was telling him things that are normal for them, but sad for anybody else.
Cosas como que, no, pues mi mamá se la lleva a la policía y no la veo por días.
Oh, I'm sorry. So the boy is telling these things. So the boy said that the police come and sometimes take his mother away for days at a time.
A veces no como.
Sometimes he doesn't eat.
Entonces, en la plática yo le dije, oye, ¿quieres ir a un campamento familiar con nosotros? Y me dijo, ¿qué es un campamento familiar?
So he asked the kid if he wanted to go to family camp with the church, and the boy asked, "What's family camp?"
Entonces, ese fue como que el anzuelo para tener el permiso de sus papás para que fuera conmigo unos días.
So that was kind of the catalyst that allowed where his parents gave permission for the boy to go to family camp for several days.
Después lo llevé a su casa y le dije a su mamá que si podía comer aquí. Y ella me dijo que sí, y le dije que sí también podía cenar y me dijo que sí. Entonces ese día pues comió aquí, lo llevé otra vez a su casa.
So the boy started eating at the church. For a little bit of a context, Uriel is in a seminary. Estás en un seminario aquí. At the church. So Uriel and others live here at the church. There's a seminary, there's dorms here at the church, and there's a cafeteria here at the church. And so the boy, Uriel started getting the boy to come here to eat breakfast and dinner at the church.
Ese mismo día iba a regresarlo a su casa a dormir y llegué y sus papás ya no estaban.
And Uriel went to take him back home that day, but his parents were not there at night.
Los hombres que estaban ahí en el basurero también me dijeron que se los había llevado la policía.
So the men that were in the dump said that the police took the boy's parents.
Y me dijeron, es mejor que tú te lo lleves porque aquí va a estar solo.
And they said that it's better that you take him because he's going to be alone here.
Anteriormente el niño ya me había dicho que él se quedaba solo 2 o 3 días cuando sus papás se los llevaba a la policía. Para el niño era ya normal.
So beforehand, as he's already said, when the police would take his parents for a few days, he would be alone in the dump.
Para nosotros no es normal. Que un niño
Which was normal for the boy, definitely not normal for Uriel.
Ok, pues he estado platicando con los padres y la mamá, bueno, más que nada la mamá es la que dice, es mejor que esté contigo, que esté allá con ustedes, a que esté acá.
Uriel's been speaking with the mother, and the mother has said, it's better that he's with you than with us.
Su mamá ha venido a 2 servicios ya, desde que el niño está aquí.
His mother has come to 2 church services.
Y ella ha dicho que ha querido cambiar por el niño, pero yo no lo he mirado. No hay un cambio.
Said that she wants to change for the good of her son, but Uriel has not seen a change in her.
Y mi deseo es que ayudarlo a sacarlo de ahí donde está, que esté aquí y que estudie, porque él nunca ha ido a la escuela, tiene 7 años.
So the boy's 7 years old. He's never been to school. Uriel's desire is that he stays here at the school and starts studying. He's never been to school before.
Si este niño lo dejamos ahí donde está, o es un delincuente o es un drogadicto.
Yeah.
No hay dos.
If the boy stays at the dump where he's been, there's only 2 options for his future. He's either going to be a delinquent or a drug addict. That's it.
Así que pues aquí está.
So here he is.
Entonces, pues ya llevo casi un mes con él.
So he's been here a month. Mateo's been here 1 month.
Ya va a entrar a la escuela.
And he's about to start school.
Y pues
Por la primera vez.
sí.
For the first time.
Y el niño ha aprendido mucho aquí y cosas bíblicas ha aprendido.
Yeah,
que si lo dejamos allá va a aprender otras cosas.
Yeah, the boy has learned a lot here, and biblical things that he's learned here. And if he wasn't here, he'd be learning other things. So,
Así es.
Uriel, gracias.
A usted.